Here we are at the open house for the Agua Dulce Elementary, and we have political posters of all those that are running for an office. Secretary, Vice President, Historian, and they're going to have a ribbon cutting today of their new science lab.
This has been a dream of mine for the last 3 years. It's very important that our children are having the opportunity to really be scientists, to work in a real lab, to feel like what they're studying with science is important and has an effect on their lives for the rest of their lives. So I'm really very grateful to the 3 ladies that you see before you. Celeste Oliveras Brooks is our Booster Club president, and Booster Club has been unbelievably supportive and helpful in getting this off the ground. Dominique Keller and Sandy Fosberg have kind of taken my vision and run with it. When I didn't always have the time to focus on this area, they were just instrumental in putting things together, ordering things, getting supplies, ripping up boxes, and putting it together. So I'm very, very, very proud to open up this science lab for the students of Agua Dulce School.
How was it funded?
This was funded through a lot of, thank you. This was funded through a lot of parent donations and community members. Sandy got in touch with a lady named Jackie English who was just phenomenal. She went out to her family and friends and they sent in money for the science lab, parent donations from our schools, businesses around. I think Facey Medical was a huge proponent of this and helpful in the process.
The Griffins who are here,
Oh,
and the Martin Kansans
Oh, there
who
you
are
go.
here. And,
Yes.
And the senior club and the civic association, they all donated.
This
we have
was,
founder plaques in there too.
there's, and please check out the founder plaques because they do list the people that have done so much to get this off the ground. So we're very, very proud. Let me see. I'm missing Scott. Is he here?
He's supposed to be coming. He's on his way.
Okay. I would very much like him to help us with cutting this ribbon. So we'll wait just a moment for him to come. Are there any other questions that you have? Oh, somebody asked me earlier who is going to be participating in this science lab. The science lab will service our kids from preschool through 5th grade. Everybody will get to be a part of this. So we're excited. There's computers in there, there's microscopes, there's goggles, there's lab coats for the kids, which are adorable, by the way. They are very, very cute, and so we are very excited about this.
Well, also Sandy is secretary of the Booster Club and Dominique is treasurer, so this wasn't their only thing that they had going. They had other stuff going too.
Any other questions?
How long have you been working on it?
This, you know what, when I first came, we were looking at turning this into a magnet school. And the more we went along, the more the state cut funding for us. But it has always been my thought and my push that we would continue along that path. The community was very clear through parent surveys and things that they wanted math and science on this campus. And so even without that funding, it was something that I felt really strongly that we needed to continue and make sure we were heading in that direction. So that was the part of the science lab. And to be honest with you, I have family members that are very heavily involved in science, and it's just kind of a passion of our family.
How long did it take to get here? How long did it take?
Well, mid last year we started seeking donations directly for this particular project.
We were far enough along. We had, part of it was looking at what we had on campus, making use of the materials that we had already, and combining all of that plus expertise. Dr. Scott Griffin was very instrumental in helping us guide what we needed, what we wanted to bring into the science lab, so he was very helpful with that. You know, it's been interesting. He's been wonderful about offering to work with our students, provide lessons for them, providing contacts for us with other people who could come in, professionals in science that could come and teach our kids lessons and share with them. So we're very fortunate. We have Dr. Crode right now who comes and works works with our students on, she comes in and does dissections with them. They're working on cells right now, both plant and animal cells. It's a big issue for 5th grade. So they're working on that as we speak. So they will be the first to use the science lab tomorrow morning when she comes. So we're excited, yes.
Does this tie in at all with the program, and I don't know what it's called, but I know you've had it for a couple of, after it was during the summer, a couple of science programs for
the
kids.
Camp Invention.
Camp Invention. No.
This was something we were working on long before we started Camp Invention, but again, Camp Invention is something that kind of goes along with my goal for us to have more science and math on this campus. So it's all interrelated.
Okay, it sounds like a really good program. I know
it's
some
a
kids
wonderful
who have done
program. If you have a chance to come, the first year they did ecology. The students studied ecology, and they did different activities, hands-on, when you can keep 80 kids busy with science for 6 hours a day with a minor lunch break, that's pretty awesome. And then last year they worked on geology, so that was their focus. Sandy and Celeste, Dominique, would you guys like to do the honors in cutting that ribbon? Let's see.
Drum roll. Drum roll.
There we go.
Put it again. Put together again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the science lab is now open. Please come in.
Okay, here are the lab coats. Take a look at the size of these. Hey, darling.
You should put it on. Here. Can we put this on you? For a picture?
Okay, and here are the protective goggles so that nothing splashes on your eye.
First grade, so you'll be coming in here, right? Yeah. Here.
Oh, she's a model.
Oh, I think somebody should wear it. A lab coat. So pull up the thing a bit. Where are the goggles? Where are the goggles? There.
You look terrific. What's your name? Samantha? I think she could either be a doctor or a scientist. Okay, here are the little beakers. Little telescope. And here's our universe.
Alright, I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight.
Art teacher.
I especially want to thank those of you who were able to come to the opening of our science lab. That was just a dream of mine for the last 3 years. I'm so excited about it. There will be an opportunity, if you have not been over there, to stop by the science lab and to see it. But before we get started with this evening's events, I would like to take a few moments. We're going to introduce our staff. We have a lot of new people this year. And I'm going to start off with, I don't know how many of you know this, but there have been a few changes at the district office, and I've been working and helping out over there. And because of Mrs. Freeman having to take a leave of absence, I'm going to be over there a lot more. So because of that, they have hired Mrs. Raina Smith to be our interim principal, so you can have someone on the campus at all times. And I think you're going to find she's fabulous. She works very hard. She's got a lot of great ideas. We're very fortunate to have her. So please make her welcome. If you need anything, this is the lady to get to on a daily basis. And you may still see me popping in and out of here pretty frequently. So I'm going to turn it over to Raina.
Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Now, it's only my third day, but already I feel so welcome, and I'm getting to know everybody's names. I'm still working on it. but I just would like to introduce our staff. A lot of new people, but well, everybody's new to me. So we have our resource teacher, our specialist, Gail Martin. I'll just go down the, Andrea, she's not here. Andrea Friedman, but she actually teaches K and preschool. She's our SDC teacher. So, sorry she couldn't be here. We have Kelly, and I'm sorry for the last name. Sutcliffe. I will get that right. And she teaches K1. We have our first grade and second grade combo teacher, Erin Sewer. Our 2-3 combo teacher are also our okay. Sorry, I didn't want to spoil it. Already did. Our teacher of the year. I've heard a lot of great things about all our staff, but definitely a lot about Ms. Wheeler. 4th grade teacher, Mr. Paul Cho. Great background in science, so we're very glad to have him. We also have, well, actually our teacher in 5th grade is out for a little while. You might have heard she's coming back hopefully October, as last we heard. But we have here Heather Norman taking place of and then we have our wonderful art teacher, Peggy Maroney. And last but not least, we have Mariella, Miss Van, and so she's our music teacher. So I think that's everyone. Did I get everybody? Okay, well, I think oh sure. So teachers, I guess this is your time to wrap up whatever you need, and parents will be visiting classrooms to use the technology. As you can see, I thought I'd put it up for you. The kids also use the technology. They each have a laptop, and they get to project things up. They are learning how to do PowerPoint. Some of the fun homework is keyboarding that they can do if you let them. The computer does not have to be on to do keyboarding, just so their fingers are placed. So they practice, and so hopefully you've been letting them do that. I have a few samples. Kids have brought in things they've printed. They know how to enlarge the fonts. I had a whole list of all the things they've learned, and the kids are like, I didn't even realize I learned all that. My mom thinks I'm already really smart, or that I'm too smart to be in this class, but I can't believe how much I've learned. Which is the best compliment you can get as a teacher, really. Because I can't believe how smart I am already. And it's true, so if you have a skill with computers or PowerPoint, feel free to sign up to come in. I have a couple papers back there that if you would like a copy of, just put your name on it, I'd like a copy of this. There's an advanced spelling list back there, and it tells by grade if you want to move your child ahead, or if you want to see, are they in 1st grade words, are they in 2nd grade words, can they spell these, can they read them? I have a sample back there. If you just sign your name on it, I'll be more than happy to make copies. I used to make copies for everybody, and then people would say, well, we just trashed it. I don't remember that. And it costs a lot to make copies, you know, print ink. So I figured if you'll just sign up if you'd like one. If you have a question for me, I hate to be really rude, but I'm like on every committee, helping every new teacher here. I tutor kids after school sometimes. I tutor kids at the junior high. So I have a really busy schedule. I'm not trying to be rude. But I need a little break right after school myself. So if I'm on my way from the parking lot up here, I'm usually on a mission. And people want to call, how's my child doing? And I'm like, okay, that's private. I don't know who's around. Sometimes I'll poke my head in your car and say, you know, paddle, 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 if nobody can hear. But I really don't like to do that. I'd rather sit down and give you the time you deserve. Okay? So if you want a conference with me, I'm more than open after school, or I will make an appointment. I'm usually done about 3:30, 4:30. So if you wanted to meet after your work, I don't mind. I just live a mile and a half away. I'll be more than happy to come in on Saturday to meet with you, or if you have concerns. my door's always open, but I'm not always here. So it's kind of hard. You just give me the consideration to make an appointment, I think.